Hello everyone, welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at The Lost Hero, Chapter 38, Leo. And man, this chapter is good. So it starts with the helicopter just being boom, hit by a storm. And this storm is just full of ice and snow and it's just a crazy blizzard. And Leo's having a really hard time piloting the helicopter. Well, Jason sees a little clearing in a house and they land the helicopter out of the storm. Once they land, this huge snowball with dirt and everything. They say it's the size of a house, maybe, I can't remember. But it's coming at them. And so Leo and Piper and Jason, they jump out of the helicopter and this huge snowball crushes the helicopter. They look all around them and there's a battle going on. They can hear it. They can't see it so much, but all this stuff is just happening, and it doesn't look good. Talia comes out of nowhere, kills Earthborn, and then just said, "Jason, come on, it's good to see you, but this battle's going so crazy, and we need your help." And she kind of talks to him about the situation. She tells him where Hera. Oh, I kept thinking Tia Calida, where Hera is, and so they go inside the house. When they're going inside the house, Jason just like boom, and he just kind of falls down. And Piper and Leo kind of grab him, and they're like, "Hey, are you okay?" They're like, "Oh, I remember." I don't know if he remembers everything, but this part is, "Oh, I remember. My mom gave me the lupa here in this house." And Italia doesn't know what he's talking about, but Jason is suddenly remembering all the stuff that happened here at this house and with the wolf. And then he kind of knows where to go. And so he just kind of shows them to the room where Hera is. When they get there, they see these there's two spires. One huge spire and then one little spire. And the spire is like a tower. And in the little spire, they can see Hera, or as Leo calls her, Tia Calida. And Leo kind of goes in there, and Leo jokes a lot, and he's not really respectful, and so he's just like, "Hey Tia, you doing okay in there?" She's like, "Get me out of here, Leo Valdez." And he's like, and he just keeps making jokes, and Hera's getting pretty angry. But we finally see Hera, and they talk to her, and they're trying to help her get out. Talia's like, "We tried everything, but I didn't really want her out because I don't like her. But you can try." And we also learned some funny things that Hera was doing to Talia and her friends. Hera explains that big towering spire is actually the king of the giants, and that while she's been trapped here, her energy's been coming out and going into the giant to regrow him. I can't remember what word they use, but yeah, he's gonna that's where her energy is going. And Leo's like, "Oh, gross." Oh, I didn't write the last thing in there. Leo remembers part of the poem. "Oh, the forge and the dove will break the cage." And he gets this idea like, "Oh, I think I got it. Piper, I'm going to need your help, but we just need time." Right as that happens, the doors blow open, and wolves and earthborn and storm spirits all come in. They're in a little bit different area, I think, because Leo and Jason and Piper are inside a pool, I guess. But they come in, and then one of the wolves kind of throws out this statue, and the statue is actually just ice of of Talia, Jason's sister, and Jason like almost rushes to go get her, but Leo and Piper hold him back, and then where Talia lands like becomes ice. Like there's something. She's so cold that she's freezing other things, and then Jason's like, "I'm gonna kill all you guys," and then comes doop 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 Keon, and Keon is like, "Hello, friends. I didn't think I would see you like this again." And then I can't remember what she says, but she's like, "You don't have time, and we're gonna kill you or whatever. Like game over." So she says, and then the chapter ends, and it's Jason's. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wait before I read this chapter, because that was such a cliffhanger. I really want to read the next chapter. I'll try to use my self-control to not read it. But let's look at some vocabulary, because there was quite a list in this chapter. The first one is malevolent. Malevolent is like evil, with a desire to be evil. We can think of something like a storm, and there's lightning, and it hits a tree, and the tree falls over, and it kills a bunny, right? We say, no! And that might be a really bad thing, or even could be an evil thing. But malevolent is like this active, I want to hurt, I want to be evil. And for Leo, the storm, that's how it felt. Like it felt like it just wanted to be bad. The other word is insistence. You might know the word insist, which is to kind of push your opinion over someone else's opinion. I want to have pizza. I want to have chicken. Well, I know you want to have chicken, but I really want pizza. And we are going to eat pizza because I'm paying for the pizza. Okay, we'll have pizza. Right? This person insisted. So the insistence is like pushing and kind of pushing your opinion or your control on someone. Body bag. You can probably understand what this means, a body and a bag. But what a body bag is when someone dies and like the police or ambulance comes, they don't just take the body out that's dead. They usually put it in a bag and they zip it up. And so one of the spires that's growing looks like a body bag. And of course we know why, because inside a giant is growing in this bag. Maybe it's more like a cocoon. Exasperation. That's just, come on. Like you're just so tired and you have no energy and you're frustrated, maybe a little angry, and you're just like, just do it. Right? You're exasperated. That's a feeling. And Hera was talking with exasperation. Just having this lack of energy and lack of patience and just saying something. Intervened. Intervene means to do something on behalf of someone else, or to go in the middle of. So Hera and Talia were arguing with each other, and then Jason, he intervened. He went in and said, hey, ladies, now's not the time. So he kind of stopped it and he put himself inside and then changed it. Intervene can also mean like taking action to change something. Let's say I have a little marble, okay? And I push the marble and the marble's slowly going downhill. The marble will go all the way to the bottom. But if I stop it, if I intervene in this action, I can control it. So as these two girls are fighting, Jason intervenes. He stops this action and he does something else to it, makes it go in a different way. Intervene can also mean help. Maybe you're in trouble. Maybe you spilt some drink on someone and that person got really angry, and then your friend intervened and said, "Oh, please forgive my friend. They didn't mean to." They kind of stopped it and they helped change the situation. Clipped tone. A clipped tone is when you're really angry. Maybe you can imagine your mom. When she gets really angry, she just says things really, "Go clean your room." Right? Just, usually you say, "Hey, can you go clean your room?" Loo, 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 loo. But when she's angry, do, 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 the sound is clipped off. Clipped is like cut. And so the words are like cut short, to be very short and precise and direct. Tone means the sound of her voice. I think this is the last one. There might be one more over here. Stink eye. Stink eye is an expression we use in English to show that you're looking at someone in a really kind of angry way. Like, I'm not very good with a stink eye. But you're like, it could be like your battle face or something. If two boxers or wrestlers or martial artists, maybe not martial artists, they're more polite. But they look at each other before the match starts. They're like, "Come on, I'm gonna kill you," and they kind of change their eyes to look at the other person in a very bad way. We call that the stink eye. And so Hera, I think she looked at Leo with this eye, saying, "Leo, you better get me out of here, or stop joking and do your work." Something. Abomination. Abomination is something that should never have been made. Something that's just wrong. It's so wrong. Why would anyone do it? It just makes you feel disgusted when you look at it or when you think about it. I can think of examples of abominations, but I don't want to share them to you because if I say them, you'll be like, "Oh, why did you say that? Or why did you make me think about that?" That is an abomination. And so when they're looking at the giant, they're calling it an abomination. This thing that just is so disgusting and it should not have been made. And I think that one was actually the last vocabulary word. Discussion question. The discussion question I have for you is, what do you want to say to Keon right now? I mean, when I read that and then Keon just comes out and says, "Oh, hello friends, you're gonna die now." Oh man, I don't even want to tell you what I was thinking about because we're gonna talk about it. But what did you think about when you saw Keon and she's coming out and she had frozen Talia? What's the first thing you thought about? What did you want to say to her? I can imagine a few things, but I want to hear your thoughts on that. And then, of course, please make your own discussion question. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.